DTRF has focused a lot on two things, right? On the mechanistic understanding of the disease, as well as the translational impact of, the drug development that we're doing. And this is rare because, sometimes people are, oh, let's just make a drug. And then there's people that are, oh, let's just fundamentally understand the disease. And I think the way DTRF has funded groups, if you see, there's the clinical, the very clinical, oh, this is the trial that we're running and this is what we see. But there's also, the fundamental biologists. Then there's the translational scientists like myself, where, we're like, okay, let's use patient samples. Yes, use some, high dimensional omics strategies for target identification. And so I think the way DTRF has supported the scientific community has been, not just like, oh, let's go see how can we do this one small thing better, but like, hey, let's see how we can identify new targets, new cell types, new treatment strategies, and then in the clinic, let's see how can we, you know, modify this protocol so like the patient has a better quality of life, right? So there's this like end to end is what we call it, where you go right from, the fundamental question to the clinical output for patients. And I think that's what DTRF has done really well. And it's very rare that a lot of organizations do not do this. So yeah.
That's an amazing response. Thank you so much, Cristabelle. Really validating to hear you say that. And especially since we're
It's
in,
true. It's true. It's like,
yeah,
as someone who has been funded by several organizations, I can say that this is true of DTRF.
that,
The other thing I also want to say is this, the community is very intimate in a sense that everybody's supporting, everyone. Everyone's really like, encouraging. I remember my first time presenting and I was scared. I was like, there's all these like Mrinal, I don't know, all these like, guys who have like published in New England Journal of Medicine and like they run these huge sorafenib trials and I'm just like this little postdoc, and I remember my first time presenting, everyone was so supportive and so kind and encouraging. And so it kind of makes you want to be better and, do well and push for the community. And then there's the emotional aspect of it, right? Where, you see the patients and you see the value of your work clinically. And I really think DTRF does that in the most beautiful way to bring that together.